We are hearing Upadesamrita, Harikatha of Prabhupada on Radha Kund. I have to find where we finished. Yes, we heard that of all types of worship, the worship of Vishnu is supreme. Shiva said to Parvati, even better, however, O goddess, is the worship of those who are dear to him, means Vaishnavas. And then also from Hari Bhakti Sudodaya, proud persons who worship Govinda but do not worship those who are dear to him are not recipients of the Lord's grace. Then we also heard, I have become the guru of everyone. Everyone is my disciple. The name for such an attitude is pride. Atridandi is nirasir nirnamas kriyah. He does not bless anyone and he does not offer obeisance to anyone. Even the mother and father of Atridandi in his previous ashram should offer obeisance to him. Children should offer obeisance to father and mother, not mother and father will do, but when he takes sannyas, then because he is a sannyasi now, when you take sannyas, then all your worldly relations are transcended over. Before you take sannyas, there are many shraddha ceremonies. In that ceremony you have to do, and so many things, so that your relation is cut with whole this world and with all worldly relations. Then you can be a sannyasi. That is why it is very misfortunate if someone, after taking sannyas, he again goes into material relationships. That is considered as a spiritual fall. It is not good. So our Gurudev also stopped giving sannyas in later years. He said, my Gurudev told me only to those who are very sincere I should give. Sincere means they have no any other desires. They can take sannyas, not just anyone who will come. Then Sri Rupa's sixth instruction, Drishte svabhava janiter vapushascha dosher na prakritatvam iha bhakta janasya pashyet Gangambasam nakalu bud budapena pankair brahma dravatam apagachati niradharme. We should never look with mundane vision at the innate faults such as being low class, rough or lazy, or the bodily faults such as having an unpleasant complexion, a deformed figure, or an unsightly appearance as a result of disease of a devotee of the Lord present in this world. And in, I don't know how this is called, apostrophe or what in English, because all these faults appear before our eyes, Vaishnavas engaged in the service to the Lord must also be living beings just like all other souls. If such a conception comes to us, then we are unfortunate. We think they are like us. What is the difference? Then Prabhupada is explaining, bubbles, foam, mud, and various types of refuse can be seen in the stream of the Ganges, but the greatness of the Ganges of liquid spirit is not diminished by this. You will be purified if you enter into Ganga, though these seemingly impure things are there. Like that, if you get contact with a pure devotee, though outwardly appears some faults, but you will be purified, because whatever he is doing is for the satisfaction of Krishna, so there are no faults. He is transcendental, pure, and he can purify you also. It is not that due to their bad karma they are having those things. No. That is by the desire of Krishna, like this pastime, but their actions are important. That is, whole time they are engaged in the service of Krishna. So that is all pure. They are all pure and can purify others also. Although Satakopa Das appeared in a family of Shudras, Jamuna Muni described the greatness of Shatakopa Prabhu's appearance in a Brahman family, because he had those qualities of a Brahmin. Not only birth is to be considered, but the qualities. Or that another one, Satyakama, he also came to Guru, and Guru asked him which caste you are, and he said, I don't know. Then he said, then you ask your mother. And he went to ask his mother, and mother said, I don't know. I was with many because I was doing that kind of job, so I don't know who is your father, what is your caste, I don't know. And he came back to his Guru and he said, my mother said this, so I don't know who is, what is my caste. Then immediately that Guru accepted him. Yes, you come. I will give you initiation because you are a Brahmin. Brahmin is not hesitant to speak truth. Brahmin will always speak truth. One quality of Brahmin is truthfulness. He will not try to spin the what he's saying for the sake of name and fame or any other purpose. No, he will speak the truth. So you are Brahmin. And there also that Shabari, she was a girl, also tribal girl, but she had service attitude to Guru and God. Though she was Shudra and also girl, still that Guru gave her mantra. Though all other God brothers, everyone, they were objecting, but he did not hear anyone. He gave because he saw that quality in her, and ultimately it was her who got darshan of Ramachandra in her home, because she had firm faith in Guru and in God, and she was following her Guru's instruction that Ramachandra will come to your place. So she was serving every day, and ultimately Ramachandra came there being attracted by her service attitude. So Guru will see the quality. Mat pita yuvataya stanaya vibhuti sarvam yat eva niyamena mat anvayanam adyasya nah kula pater bakula bhiramam Shrimatat Angri Jugalam Pranamami Murdna. This is from Stotna Ratna. I offer my obeisance with my head to the holy feet of Sri Shatakopa Acharya, the first Acharya in our family. Our entire family's wealth is simply the holy feet of Sri Shatakopa Prabhu. Our mother, father, wife, sons, and wealth, everything is the lotus feet of Shatakopa Dev. See, Jamuna Muni said this because he saw he's a pure devotee. And because he knows Shastra and he is himself following all the injunctions of Shastra and teaching others by his own example, that is why he is the Acharya. And he said he's the first Acharya in our family. Yamuna Acharya also said, Tavadasya sukhaika sanginam bhavaneshu astvapi kita janmame itarau asa tesu masma bhut api me janma chatur mukhatatma. Mukhatatmana, also from Stotnaratna. O Lord, a birth as an insect in the home of your devotee is good, but I do not want to reside even in the body of Brahma, four-headed Brahma himself, in the home of a non-devotee. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also expressed the same point in that song, Manasa deho geho jo kichumor arpilutua pade Nandakishore. Kita janma khau prabhu tatu das bahir mukha brahma janme nahiyash. It is okay if I can be born as a worm, kita janma, or insect, kita janma, but I want to be your devotee. I don't want to be born as a Brahma, but being averse to you. So what is important is devotion and association with devotees. In another one song also he said this, in the house of your devotee I may take birth. That is my request, because there one can get devotion and can practice devotion. So that is the most important thing. Yes, I will open. I think it is in this same song, Manasa Deho Geho. Bhakta Grihe Janma or something. 1 second, I'm opening. Yes, Janma obi moe icha joditor, Bhakta Grihe Jani Janma Haumor. If it is your will, Krishna, that I be born again, then may that birth be in the home of your devotee. And then next line is Kita Janma Hau Jatatu Vadas Bahir Mukho Brahma Janme Nahiyash. May I even take birth as a worm as long as I remain your devotee. I have no desire for a birth as a Brahma, averse to you. So those who are not devotees, they cannot understand why he's praying for this only. But those who reached taste, transcendental taste of devotion, they are not misidentified with this body. They know they are Atma, and that Atma's food is devotion. In whatever body may be, but main food or only food for Atma is devotion, and they want that. They are not praying for any liberation. They are praying only for the service. I may be born. That is up to you. It is your will, Krishna. I only want your service. Wherever I am and in whichever body I am, I may be in heaven, heavenly planets. That is Poshu Pokhi Hoye Taki Swarge Baniroye. I may be born as a bird or animal in heaven or hell, I don't mind. But let me have causeless devotion to you. That is my prayer. Only those who have reached the stage of Ruchi, they are able to understand why they are praying like this. And also, Nahi Magi Deho Sukho, I'm not praying for any bodily pleasure, no liberation, no knowledge, wealth, high birth, nothing. I only want your causeless devotion. Those who got taste, they can understand why they are praying like this. And they will also pray only this. Ramanuja Acharya has said, Vaishnavanam cha janmani nidralasyani yani cha drishtva tanya prakashyani janebhyo na vadet kvachit. In this song also, manasa deho geho jo kichu more. Whatever I think to be mine, it is actually not mine. Everything belongs to Krishna. Everything and everyone. So I'm offering everything to you for your service. If we don't do this, but we think something or someone is mine, my property, and I have desires to exploit, naturally they're coming, then always I will be disturbed. I can never be peaceful, I can never be happy. Only when you see everyone as belonging to Krishna and meant for his service, I am also of Krishna, all are of Krishna, my purpose is service of Krishna, and others are also meant for the service of Krishna, there is no any separate desire, then you can be peaceful and blissful, otherwise always disturbed. Ambarish Maharaj understood this point. He was the owner of whole world legal, but he had no attachment. This is not mine, and it is not meant for my enjoyment. It is of Krishna and meant for him. And he said, if I will think something is mine or someone is mine, then I will be in hell. Means suffering immediately comes, because that is not natural and not true. Other desires and illusion that something is mine. So he crossed over this ignorance, Ambarish Maharaj, by sincerely doing sadhana bhakti under the guidance of Guru. Gradually he crossed over this ignorance and was fully peaceful and happy. Because he was pure devotee of Krishna, his only target was service of Krishna, nothing else. And he was not disturbed when Durvasa Rishi attacked him, because he knew whatever the will of Krishna, that will happen. If I did something wrong, it is right, I should be punished. So he was not disturbed. Then ultimately Durvasa Rishi had to beg forgiveness from Ambarish Maharaj. Narayan told him, you think he is a householder, he is an attached person, he thinks this is my world, everyone is under me, everything has to go according to my direction. You think like this about him, you are totally wrong, Durvasa. He is totally dedicated to me only. He gave up everything for me. You are attached to your body. You are running for your life. He was not running for his life. He accepted my will. You are running. Outwardly you are a sannyasi. Outwardly he is a householder, but he has no attachment. You have attachment. And you committed offense to him. So you have to go to him. You beg his forgiveness, and when he will forgive you, then you can be peaceful. Otherwise not. So this possessiveness, that will take us to hell. This is from Upadesamrita of Ramanuja. Even if we know about a Vaishnava's low birth, sleep, or laziness, we should never proudly speak about such things with others to defame them. we should overlook a Vaishnava's present and visible faults and glorify their qualities. That is pride only. If we point out these things in a Vaishnava, we are not seeing that he is a pure devotee or even sadhaka, that he is engaged in the service of Krishna, but we point out his, like in pure devotee, some outward mistake like ugliness or low birth or something. That is out of our pride only. It is offensive. And with sadhakas also Krishna told, you should not see defects in sadhakas because they are gradually being removed by their engagement in sadhana bhakti. They are serving me. So gradually they will be purified of all those faults. So you have to be patient. You have to be encouraging and forgiving if something is done to you, because quickly he will become pure. It is only Guru or pure devotee, at least those who are on Madhyam platform, who have love for all, who have respect for all, who have compassion for all. They only can point out some of those mistakes with a view to help that person grow or rectify. That is with encouragement. We saw many times, we experienced. Even if Gurudev spoke some fault because he has to, no one was ever discouraged by Gurudev. Everyone was always encouraged by Gurudev for bhajan, though all so many faults and everything. But if someone else with same faults he will speak, it will be disturbing to all. Because Guru has that love, he is encouraging him. So that is why, if we are not on that level, our Gurudev told, it is not our duty to rectify others. They may have faults, Guru will take care of that. That is not your duty. Guru and Krishna will take care of that. Even if those faults you are seeing and saying they are true, that is okay. They are there. But it is Guru will take care of that. Krishna will take care of that. Your duty is, or Gurudev did not say your duty, but always teaching by example. He said, my duty is to rectify myself. I have to correct myself. That is my duty. So it is not so easy to become a sadhu. This desire for name and fame coming from false ego is very strong and very problematic. Due to this false ego, we commit offenses out of false pride and all this. So this we have to be careful to overcome this tendency. Otherwise we cannot advance in devotion. We will remain in this world suffering. Our target should only be service of Krishna, not any worldly name and fame in these things. In this verse, Sri Rupa Prabhu has repudiated the mundane mentality of the Prakrita Sahajas. Those who do not recognize a genuine devotee of Krishna, if they have not taken birth as a descendant of the Lord or an acharya, and imagine deceitful persons who identify themselves as descendants of the Lord or an acharya, but are averse to the Lord's service, to be Goswamis or Prabhus, have mundane vision. They can never enter the land of devotion. So with mundane vision they see, oh, he came in this family, so he is worshipable. But he's not seeing his qualities. They were doing many immoral activities, some even descendants of associates of Mahaprabhu or himself, Nityananda Advaita, like this. doing immoral activities or charging money for getting darshan of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that is anti-devotional. But we think that is alright. But when pure devotee like Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur speaks what is pure devotion and what is anti-devotional, we see, no, he's not born in that family. He's not coming from this line of, in this family of acharya, so not. So we are deprived of actual devotion by having such external mundane vision. Only external appearance we are seeing, or that mantra paper or like this, but we should see whether spiritual current is there, spiritual qualities are there, mentioned in Shastra for a bona fide Vaishnava or Guru. If that is there, it is all right. If it is not, only external appearance is not enough. Those who do not look at a pure devotee with mundane vision and see their pure devotion can quickly become free from the vision of misbehavior in an advanced devotee and develop the qualities of a sadhu. Sadhu can recognize sadhu. Devotee can recognize devotee. So one who is interested in devotion, he can observe devotion in others and will appreciate that. They will appreciate pure devotion in pure devotee, even they will appreciate like some meager devotion in those who are practitioners and they are advancing, like sadhakas. Also their devotion they will approve. That is proper vision. But if we are interested in worldly name and fame, then we will see the seeming faults and speak about that for feeding our own false ego. Then we will be deprived of our actual benefit. This sad thing. This is from Bhagavad Gita. Two explanations are there in Apichet Suduracharo verse. One is someone is sadhaka. Due to previous bad habits, he does something wrong. But Krishna says you should not see that. You should see that he is engaged in worshipping me. This was by previous bad habits. He is regretting and he's praying for forgiveness, so that will go away. You should not think about that. You should see about his good qualities, that he is determined to serve me one-pointedly. Very quickly he will become fully purified. So don't behave harshly with him or point those faults for your own name and fame. Another explanation given by Bhaktivinoda Thakur is, if someone sees some misbehavior, outward misbehavior in pure devotee, but still he knows that is not actual misbehavior, he sees his pure devotion, then this person who has such vision and will speak the glories of that devotee, he will become purified because of that, by seeing good qualities there. Example is like gopis. They outwardly, they break chastity, go against Vedic instructions, all this. Outwardly they're misbehaving, but actually they are not misbehaving. They are accepting highest dharma, which is the service of Krishna. So if I can see the glories of gopis and speak about the glories of gopis, I will be purified, because singing the glories of Vaishnava. Or if I even speak the glories of sadhaka devotees, I sing the glories of their sadhana, that good qualities, their one-pointedness, all that, then also I will be benefited. Krishna will be pleased. But if I will speak about bad qualities, then Krishna will be displeased. Like mother is displeased if sees that someone is discouraging the child learning to walk. Mother is trying to encourage him, but you are discouraging. You are useless, you don't know how to walk, you are falling down, all this with this, then you put him down. How Krishna will, or Mother, how will be pleased if always discouraging the good thing? There is a difference between a practitioner who has not developed taste, ruchi, and a perfected siddha devotee. The Prakrita Sahaja school cannot understand this point. We should know one of such persons to be a disciple and one to be a guru. We should not give advice to a guru, and we should not accept advice from a disciple. So those who did not attain ruchi, they are disciples. They are progressing. They are getting training. They are getting purified. So they are disciples. But one who got perfection, the siddha devotee, he's a guru. So we should not give advice to a guru. He knows better than we. He's always engaged in the service of Krishna. So what advice I will give him? I can give advice to him to fulfill some my worldly desire. So that will not be beneficial for me. And we should not accept advice from a disciple. If someone is guru, he should not hear those who are not pure and go by their desire. Like there are some so-called gurus, they fulfilled material desires of their disciples. Why? To keep them as disciples, because they're bringing money. So they will say, no need to give up meat. Yes, you can eat whatever you like. Or no need to give up alcohol or these things. That no problem. So they are fulfilling their desire, means they are not fulfilling the desire of Krishna. That is anti-devotional. So real devotee will not prescribe or fulfill anything which is anti-devotional. He will prohibit that. Try to remove that for the service of Krishna and encourage good actions. But they will say no need to follow Ekadashi. Why? No need. So how they are serving Krishna? It is not service of Krishna. So that is so-called guru, not real guru. Real guru will give prescription for devotion to Krishna and to remove those which is anti-devotional. So guru should not accept advice of disciple. And we should not give advice to guru, and we should not accept advice from other disciples. Like I may not be guru, I am sadhaka. I should also not accept advice from other sadhaka, because he may give certain instruction or idea, he's ignorant, so that may also go to fulfill my own desires, personal selfish desires. So I have to follow the advice of pure devotees, not of just anyone. If someone, maybe senior sadhaka or junior sadhaka or any sadhaka, gives some advice which is in tally, in harmony, or it is the same as that given by pure devotee, then that is okay. But not just everything blindly following just everyone anything says, just because he's a devotee. He's initiated, he's coming to Sunday feast, so yes, he's a devotee, so you can follow everyone. No, that is not like that. Pure devotee should be followed. And sometimes also some sadhakas, they will give same words as Guru, as pure devotee, but they are applying to wrong time, place, circumstance and person. They're trying to force everyone into same instruction impersonally, not considering the adhikar, qualification of that person. And they try to forcefully impose on everyone. That will also be harmful. Though outwardly it is the same thing as, and he will even show you Shastra, you see, here it is written, or in this recording Gurudev said, but he will try to force to wrong person, at wrong adhikar. That will also be wrong. That is why always we have to accept advice of pure devotee. With other sadhakas, we can cooperate for the service of Guru or for following the instructions of Guru, but not be Guru and disciple to each other. Guru is there. Guru is Guru, not just anyone. That does not mean that we will reject association of other devotees. We will, but we will behave in such a way so as to cooperate for the following of Guru's instruction. We can get strength from other sadhakas and inspiration, the good atmosphere, everything from other sadhakas, but it should be only to follow instructions of Guru, not separately doing something. Srila Veda Vyas therefore has said, Arche Vishnu Shiladir Guru Shunara Matir Vaishnava Jati Budir Vishnur Vaishnavanam Kalimala Matane Padatirtem Bum Budih Shri Vishnur Namni Mantre Sakala Kalusha He Sabda Samanya Budir Vishnu Sarveshwaresha Tat Itara Sama Dhir Yasya Vanaraki Sa. From Padma Purana. Anyone who thinks the deity is a stone, Shri Guru is a man, the Vaishnava is from a particular caste, the foot wash of Vishnu or the Vaishnava is ordinary water, the Lord's name and mantra, which vanquish all sins, are ordinary sounds, or Vishnu, the Lord of Lords, is equal to others, is damned, means he is a resident of hell, Naraki Sa, means he is suffering because he is not having proper conception. Deity is not a stone or wood or metal or like this. Deity is Krishna himself, appearing as, look like as a stone, but is not a stone. He is omnipotent. He can speak, he can talk, he can walk, anything he can do. Can a stone do? No. Guru, we think he's a man. He's eating, sleeping, he's diseased, like a man. But we are not seeing the inner picture of Guru. Guru is a realized soul. He's always engaged in the service of Krishna, so he's transcendental. He's not under the influence of karma. He did not take birth by karma, or even if he was born but later on became pure devotee, he will not die due to karma, but he will give up this world by the will of Krishna, and he's not of this world. His thinking is not of this world. He's not thinking anything is mine. He has no this desire to enjoy or to renounce anything. His vision is totally different. Outwardly may look like a man, but he's not a man in substance. But if someone sees like that, then he's in hell. Vaishnava also does not belong to any caste, because Vaishnava is also beyond these three gunas, Satya, Raja, Tama. He's not Brahmin, not although appearing in maybe certain family, but he's spiritual. Same as Guru. And that foot wash of Vishnu or Vaishnava is ordinary water. It is not. It is transcendental that can purify you, can give you devotion. Ordinary water cannot give. And the Lord's name and mantra, which vanquish all sins, are ordinary sounds. appears like ordinary sound, but it is not. Effect is totally different. Of course, if someone takes with surrender, with service attitude, then he will experience the effect, not with aparat. But he will not experience same result with any other sound. Or Vishnu, the Lord of Lords, Sarveshwar, is equal to others, means demigods, Kali, all equal. It is not true. Supreme Lord is only one, that is Vishnu, Bhagavan. All are subordinate to him. No one is equal to him, no one is more than him. So if we don't have proper conception of all this, then we are in Maya. And because we are in Maya, we are in hell, means we are suffering. But those who have proper conception of this, and they are surrendered, and they have service attitude to deity, to Guru, to Vaishnava, to mantra, name, to this water, Charanamrita, if they have surrendered mood, then they will be liberated from this material existence. They will cross over all kind of suffering. Shvapakam iva neksheta loke vipram avaishnavam Vaishno Varno Bhahyopi Punati Bhuvanatrayam, Padma Puran. As one should not look at a dog eater, so one should not look at a Brahman in this world who is not a Vaishnava. But a Vaishnava, even from outside the Brahman class, purifies the three worlds. So means someone may be born as a Brahmin in Satyaguna. He may even have those good qualities, but if he is not dedicated to Vishnu, you should not look at him. Same way as you should not look at dog eater, like sinful. But someone is a Vaishnava, means dedicated from heart to Vishnu, but born in any other family, he can purify the three worlds, upper, lower, and middle. Why? Because Supreme Lord is residing in his heart. Wherever that Vaishnava goes, just by his looking, he's purifying everything. Viprat dvisat guna yutat aravinda nabha padaravinda vimukhat svapacham varishtam manetad arpita mano vacha nehitarta pranam punati sakulam natu bhuri mana. From Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj, when he was praying to Nrsimha Bhagavan, these verses from there. I consider outcasts who have dedicated their mind, words, actions, wealth, and life to the lotus feet of the Lord to be superior to Brahmans who have all 12 qualities: wealth, high birth, beauty, austerity, learning, strong senses, luster, power, strength, virility, intelligence, and discipline. So they may have all these 12 qualities, but are averse to the Lord's lotus feet. So those who are outcasts, swapacha means dog eaters, chandalas, but they dedicated to Krishna, they are superior to Brahmins who have all these qualities but not devotees. The outcasts purify their entire family, while proud Brahmanas do not even purify themselves. What to speak of their family? Bata swapacho to garian yajihvagre vartate namatubhyam tepu stapaste juhuvuh sasnur arya brahmanuchur nama grinanti yete. From Bhagavatam. Amazing, the outcast on the tip of whose tongue your name appears is exalted. Those who chant your name have performed all austerities and sacrifices, but at all the holy places, observed all the codes of conduct, and studied all the Vedas. Means those who with service attitude chant pure name. Means they understood all this and they already done all these things. So now they have devotion to Krishna, and even if he may be born in dog eaters family, he is exalted. Why? Because of his devotion, which purifies everything. Mukha bahuru padebhyah purusha syashrameh saha chattaro jagire varna guner vipradayah pritak ya esham purusham shakshat atma prabhavam ishwaram nabhajantyavajananti stanat brastah patantyado. Yes. This is also a very important verse. Sai Maharaj used to repeat this often. The Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras were born from the face, arms, thighs and feet of the Lord through the modes of nature along with the 4 ashramas. Those amongst them who do not serve and thus disrespect their own creator, the Supreme Lord, lose their positions and fall down. We cannot recognize a Vaishnava by observing external detachment or external attachment. You see, even this. We can recognize a true Vaishnava as a Vaishnava by observing their extremely sincere attachment to the Lord's service and their extremely genuine constancy within it. We should not confuse a practitioner with an expert. Like externally we see Durvasa Rishi is detached because like a sannyasi, no property, nothing. But external attachment is Ambarish Maharaj. But we cannot recognize a Vaishnava by that. Only by how much one is dedicated to Krishna, or like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, outwardly householder, and many Mahaprabhu's associates, they are not attached. They are fully dedicated to Krishna. And one time Sridhar Maharaj spoke about one sadhu or someone. Sridhar Maharaj said, outwardly he is very renounced, only taking one cloth and like this. But he said that has no value. Value is how much one is dedicated to the service of Krishna. So some become attracted to such, but that is also according to our Sukriti, what to do. We can recognize who is beneficial and who is not, whose association is beneficial and who's not. We should not confuse a practitioner with an expert. We should not look at Banshidas Babaji Maharaj of Navadip habits of chewing pan and smoking tobacco, and we should not imitate him. We should look at his extreme propensity for service. That is why Prabhupada did not allow his disciples to go near him, because they will not understand his activities. He's in Uttamadikar and doing the pastime of Avadhut. So he does not follow these rules meant for sadhakas. He's already pure devotee and he's doing lila for the service of Krishna. So we may not understand that and we will commit offense. We'll think, oh, he's attached, he's a sinful. So Prabhupada said, he's a pure devotee, but you should give dandavata from him to from far, don't go near. Because if you will develop that kind of vision, you will try to see faults, you will commit offense, it will be detrimental to you, disastrous. Abhyarti tada tasmai stanani kalaye dado dyutam panam striyah suna yatra dharmas chaturvida punascha yachamanaya jata rupam adat prabhu taton ritam madam kamam rajo vairan cha panchamam amuni panchastanani hyadharma prabhava kali auta reyena datani nyavasat tan nideshakrit athaitani na seveta bubushu purusha kvachit visheshato dharma shilo raja loka patir guru. This is from Bhagavatam. Having been requested, Maharaj Parikshit gave Kali the places of the four forms of adharma: dishonesty, lust, violence, and pride, gambling, intoxication, illicit association with women, and slaughter of animals. When requested again, Maharaj Parikshit gave Kali gold, wealth, in which dishonesty, pride, lust, violence, and the fifth form of adharma, that is enmity, preside. Kali, the propagator of adharma, following this order, took up residence in these 5 places given by Maharaj Parikshit. Therefore, souls who desire good fortune should never indulge in these 5 things. Virtuous souls, kings, social leaders, and spiritual masters should completely avoid these things. So see, even kings, social leaders, all. Tomorrow is the appearance day of Srila Bhakti Jivan Janardhan Goswami Maharaj, so we'll hear about him, and if there will be some more time, we will continue from here.